North Korea's Foreign Affairs Ministry has claimed that upcoming plans by the U.S. to test two intercontinental ballistic missiles ICBMs next month and the ongoing deployment of assets to the Asia-Pacific region are aimed at provoking the North and disrupt ongoing inter-Korean dialogue. The North will not ignore threats to its security, a Ministry of Foreign Affairs MOFA spokesperson said, in a statement carried by ruling party organ the Rodong Sinmun on Wednesday. The U.S.'s ongoing deployment of its military assets is a cunning strategy aimed at provoking the North to respond in a tough way which will disrupt the ongoing inter-Korean dialogue, the spokesperson said. It is not unreasonable to say that such military activities of the U.S. are aimed at a war with the North, they added, condemning the U.S.'s ICBM test launch plans, the recent deployment of B-2 nuclear bombers to Guam, and the upcoming arrival of the USS Carl Vinson to the Western Pacific. The North's linking of ongoing U.S. military activities and inter-Korean talks may be aimed at achieving some leverage over the South in future dialogue, one expert told NK News. Such words of the North seems to be a discursive basis for pursuing a permanent delay of the U.S. South Korea joint military drills, Hwang Jae-joon, a research professor at the Institute for Far Eastern Studies at Kyungnam University, said. The North's participation in the Pyeongchang Olympic is bait, Hwang said. While South Korea is aimed at reviving the inter-Korean dialogue, it has only temporary usefulness to the North, which hopes for dialogue with the U.S., as well as release from sanctions. Another observer said the North may be seeking to return the security issue to the minds of negotiators in Seoul and Washington, amid relatively successful talks between the two Koreas on largely uncontroversial issues such as Olympic participation and cultural exchanges. They're reminding South Korea and the Americans that, hey, this is great, this Olympics dayton we've got going, but in the background no progress is being made in terms of our security concerns, John Delury, a professor at Yonsei University, told NK News. So far there's no sign of the Trump administration taking advantage of inter-Korean dayton to kickstart something on the USDPRK side, given that, once the Paralympics end, you're back to square one. Delayed joint U.S.-ROK military drills are scheduled to take place after the Olympics, an issue that could raise its head. This goes to the fundamental problem, which is, let's say the Olympics goes fine, and that gets you through March, then you hit April, and you get right back to where you were in December, Delury said of the forthcoming drills. Now what do you do? The North has in recent days raised a number of grievances with the South, too, warning Seoul that inter-Korean talks may fail and threatening to retract its agreement to participate in upcoming Pyeongchang Olympics. Edited by Oliver Hutham.